Not long ago, Squid Game achieved unprecedented success on Netflix. Even before the heat has gone, the drama Hellbound is following. Thus, there is a lot of talk about hell these days. Hell has been a magically successful word in human history and religion. In order to maintain social order, it is essential to reward virtues and punish vices, and in order to support this, we cannot shake off the concept of hell. So, does hell really exist? Since ancient times, some of those who had near-death experiences testified of hell. Their descriptions are so specific that it seems like hell exists. As a result, there are many people who believe in hell even if they are not religious. However, in order to know whether hell exists, it is necessary to first examine the psychology of those who need a hell. If you are a religious leader, what do you need to tame your followers? Needless to say, carrots and sticks. So, in almost every religion, heaven is set with carrots and hell with sticks. These candies and intimidations have dominated the human world and mind for thousands of years. From this point of view, hell is seen as a religious ploy to exploit the weakness of its followers. A pastor says to his friend pastor, "Dude, do you know how to identify a true believer?" Instead of explaining why, just tell them to bring house did to you. If there is someone who does it right away without hesitation, he is a true believer of God. Heaven and hell would be essential to create such blind followers. So, when someone talks about heaven or hell, you need to realize that it is a calculated ploy to control your soul. What is weird is the fact that even those who properly teach religion often use hell as a means of wit. This is because the mind of these teachers is dominated by the lust for power. What if we teach religion without the concept of hell? It is good for proper teaching, but it is not very helpful in expanding the religious organization. If the necessity to join the organization is not emphasized, people will not act. So, to develop religious organization, you need carrots and sticks. If you emphasize heaven too much, you may look like a religious leader with lotto in hand, so you emphasize hell instead of heaven. It is a habit to say that you will go to hell by karma or sin. So, if you want to judge a religious organization, you can estimate it by how much it emphasizes heaven and hell. Because using carrots and sticks is a tactic to tame you. Now, do heaven and hell really exist? Let's say there is an afterlife. Let's imagine the image of God, judging good and evil to punish souls. Can it be measured exactly with tapeline? Where is good and how far is bad? For example, Admiral Nelson caused several wars that claimed the lives of tens of thousands of common people. So, is this great admiral evil? Should he go to hell? Violating the rule of non-killing, some Buddhist monk generals organized monk army and killed numerous enemies in history. Then, are these Buddhist monk generals the incarnation of the devil? Should they go to hell? How will the president of tuna company, who catches and kills uncountable tuna, be judged? Should he go to hell? Good and evil are not divided clearly. Good and evil are just the facades of ideas created by rulers to judge common people according to their tastes. Therefore, good and evil change according to the times and circumstances. So there is no God anywhere in the universe to judge you. Think about this simple point. Why would God or Buddha line up people and judge them? Is God in charge of judgment? On what basis does God judge good and evil? By what criteria? Besides, the bizarre torture devices in hell look like the set of a horror movie. Is it reasonable? Is God so narrow-minded? There is no such thing like good and evil in the law of existence. The law of existence has only two ways of evolution and degeneration. Existence and soul evolve as the consciousness opens and high-level information accumulates, and as consciousness closes and accumulates low-level information, they degenerate. This is the self-judgment of existence and the truth of heaven and hell. If the lower souls get together after death, it is hell, and if the higher souls get together, it is heaven. You don't need to look far to realize heaven and hell. Watch the news just for a day. There are heartwarming, moving stories and tragic incidents. That is the reality of heaven and hell. Heaven and hell coexist at this very moment, and they exist in our minds. In short, judgment by God has never been and will never be. You just judge yourself according to your own karma. That judgment will lead you to evolution or degeneration. The path of spiritual evolution or degeneration, that is the cause and effect result you will face as you judge yourself. This is the truth of the karma taught by Siddhartha in early Buddhism. It is true that hell is of some help to religion or edification. But if you want to search for truth, you should not be tamed by such ploy. Do you still believe that hell really exists?